Hi everyone, Amy here with amyswares, and today I'm going to do some stenciling with some new to me metallic inks. Now this is the gorgeous new bold flower. This is part of the February release at Colorful Life Designs. I'm going to be using some of this new to me Lisa Horton metallic inks. Here's a photo of the finished card to show you where we're headed. It was a little bit of a kind of create as you go situation as I changed my mind a few times along the way. But I do have some black heavyweight cardstock that I die cut down with that cool decorative stitched edge. That's a LDRS creative rectangle die. I will link everything in the video description box below if you expand and scroll down. If you do shop for anything at a Colorful Life Designs, do be sure to use my coupon AMYFAN10 and you'll save 10% on your complete order. Now I'm using my makeshift workstation here and I'm busting open these brand new to me ink pads. These are a really cool hybrid ink. They're partially pigment and partially dye, so I'm very excited to play with them. I do decide rather than a blending brush to use my blending foams. And initially I was thinking I was going to go all over this whole design and keep it all that copper color. But as you saw in the photo, I ended up deciding to use all three of the new colors. Now these actually are limited edition. They come in a set of three. You get a copper, silver, and gold. And I'm really excited using these. They're very opaque. They're really fun to work with. So as you can see, I was initially just going to go over the whole thing, and then once I got past the bloom part, I realized I think I'll make the bottom part gold. So I did kind of have to go over overlap where I did already get some of the gold down there, but I didn't even really have to mask it because it's kind of the way it's cut out. It's easy to kind of work around and get your blending foam in where you want it and avoid where you don't. So I did have to kind of just overlap a little bit where I messily came over with the copper onto the stem, but overall it was really easy to keep those separated. Now once I do remove this, I realize I really wish I would have made that center part of the bloom the silver color. So I'll show you in a moment how I ended up doing that. I was just filling in kind of a second layer once it kind of soaked in a little bit because I wanted it to be really, really opaque. So again, this is partially dye, partially pigment, so it may be a little bit different in composition than some of the other metallics that you have in your stash. So look at this crisp, gorgeous design, and I love how it looks in the two-tone, but again, this is when I realized I really want to bring in that third silver color. So I grab a scrap of black cardstock and a new blending foam for the silver. I crack this open, and then I'm just going to do some very simple ink blending with a silver foam through that dot in the center, and then I will fussy cut that out and then just kind of pop it up so it gives kind of a cool design element and a little bit of dimension on the card. So I'm leaving a little tiny bit of a black border, but I'm just fussy cutting around this. It doesn't really matter if it's not perfect because there is going to be, black cardstock below. So it won't really show if I don't do the best fussy cutting in the world. So I am going to stick that down with some little foam dots. These are, I believe, 1 millimeter, so it's not standing up super high. But once I remove the backer and put it down, I realized it must still be a little bit too wet because it wasn't really sticking. So I did get some liquid glue and put that down to hold it in place, and then it stayed put just fine. So it would have probably worked fine if I would have let it dry, but again, maybe it doesn't like adhesive on top of that. I'm not sure, but I'm guessing it's just that I wasn't being patient and didn't let it dry all the way. So here I'm going to flip through my sentiment book and figure out how I want to finish the card. As usual, my sentiment is kind of an afterthought, so I'm not really sure which direction I'm going to go, but I did recently update my binder. If it looks a little bit different to you, I added to it and added some categories to kind of help me keep it organized. I have this really cool embossed, it's silver heat embossed thanks. I don't remember who made that. I'll try and determine it and link it below with the other items that I used, but I thought that worked really well with the silver. And now I'm just going to figure out what card bling. So there's over 130 colors of this gorgeous card bling in the shop. You can also use my coupon for that, AMYFAN10, at checkout. So it's just a matter of figuring out which one looks best. I did end up choosing the satin matte silver. I felt that worked really well with the silver ink that I used. And I'm just going to put that down in a smattering, and that finishes the card. So I attached it to a US A2 size 4 1/4 inches by 5.5 card base of 120 20-pound accent opaque cardstock, and that finishes the card. So be sure to check out the rest of the February release. There's loads of new stencils, and be sure to use that coupon. I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.